Hello, my name is Arch Jury, and I would like to talk about the AWS certification today. So, Amazon is a massive conglomerate that sells or has an online shopping system, but they also have an amazing infrastructure of cloud computing. They started their computing infrastructure in 2006. Many stakeholders were worried about this decision. They entered in very early, and it turned out to pay off big time. AWS has grown at a massive rate. They are making billions of dollars each year, and this certification is very important for people who want to go into cloud computing and people who want to go to networking in general. This AWS certification is very important because it shows skills related to cloud computing that many companies desire. There are many steps to obtain this certification. It is a test-based certification. I'm going to talk about 3 different exams. The SAA. This certification is a great way to learn the basics and get familiar with the services offered by AWS. It's a way to learn the fundamentals like EC2s, IAMs, S3s. This certification is also great because it prepares you for other certifications, such as the CDA or the Certified Developers Associate. This is going in a little bit deeper, talking about DynamoDB and the Elastic Beanstalk and Lambda. And then there's also the SOA, the SysOps Associate. It is one of the more challenging exams. It is really a deep dive into the EC2 and the S3s, while also teaching you how to manage them with CloudTrail, CloudWatch, and CloudFormation. You really need to have a good understanding of the command line and of PowerShell as well. So, these tests are really challenging and they require a lot of test taking ability, and it's really important to practice with AWS practice tests, and they offer a lot of help. And then there's also help with Pluralsight and then YouTube, and a lot of things on the internet can help this entire process for you to gain a better knowledge of this system so that you can get the best out of this certification. There are many benefits when it comes to this AWS certification. It is becoming more and more important. That means that more and more companies want people with this certification, and that also means that people with this certification are making more and more money, which is wonderful. So, people with this certification also have a higher chance at getting jobs. That means that doors are opening faster. And that also means that the networks of the people who receive this certification are getting larger. And networking is very important in the IS field and important for the cloud computing industry as a whole. I think that my success in the future would be impacted greatly if I received this certification because of all that it does, the money, the doors opening, and how I could kind of maneuver around companies if I was unhappy, because people want people with AWS skills. But there are many challenges when it comes to AWS. It's a gigantic system. You have to learn about EC2s, S3s, buckets. There's so many more things. I had to watch an entire 4-hour video on just Route 53, and I still barely understand it. It's just a gigantic system and it's hard to comprehend. And then there's the fact that the exam is very challenging. All of the exams for every one of the certifications is challenging. I think that studying for each exam would be very hard. And then lastly, I believe that when it comes to the IS field, the fact that technology is changing so fast, I worry that the cloud industry could change and we would have to learn a whole different system rather than AWS. Something could catch on much faster, just like how C++ was really popular, and then all of a sudden Java came along and that was really popular, and now Python is very important. So, what do I expect to do in my future? Well, I expect to tough it out and I really want to get this certification. It's a great certification that would help me amazingly in the future. It is just an important thing to learn. I love networking and I want to do that in the future. I like cybersecurity, and in the next couple of years I want to study that, and I think AWS would only enhance that learning activity. Uh, so overall, I think AWS would be worth the time, the money, the effort, and this is because the company is growing and certified workers are in high demand. This certification will be challenging, but it's definitely worth it. The vastness, it is daunting, but I can't wait. Thank you very much.